So guys, as you've seen during the intro, we are going to discuss very interesting topic. We are going to try to check if there is a possibility to really buy the real dip and really sell the real top. Alright, so in that case today we are going to check if there was a possibility, for example, to go long here, okay? And well, if there was a possibility to try to make this move to the upside, if there was a possibility to try to check if this high is a top and we might want to sell this one, this one, this one, and we are going to check other charts as well. So without further ado, let's start right here, right now. So that's the euro dollar, and what we have to understand that if we are going to try to trade the majors, euro dollar, cable, dollar yen, well, there is really possibility to be very close to the bottom trying to go long and being very close to the top trying to short the market. The very important thing here is that there is no Holy Grail. We have to understand this game. We have to understand that we might have series of losses. Now, it's going to work better on the higher time frame, but at the same time, you have to place higher stops. It's going to work also good on the shorter time frame, but in that case, you have to understand that you might face a series of losses. So what we are going to talk about, we are going to talk about today about some very strong moves and how we may want to approach that without being forced to be the front runner, meaning to try to chase the market. Okay, so what we are looking for today is some kind of the strong move to the upside. It could be event driven, it could be based on some reaction on the support resistance from the higher time frame, all right? So we might want to look for the continuation to the upside or to the downside. Also, what I'm going to tell you today about is how to determine or try to determine if the market is going to against our expectations and how we can eventually rebuild our trading plan. So let's go. Well, the thing is that what we are looking for is strong reaction at some point. Again, it could be based on the price action from the higher time frame, support, resistance, supply, demand, or it might be simply the news driven market. All right, so well, let's try to have a look on this 4-hour euro dollar chart. Okay, that's crucial. Why? Because as you can see here, we seen some market going to the downside, but this price action to the upside and what has happened after that was quite interesting. Why? Very simple thing. We took out the lows only by the shadows, all right? So from that perspective, what we were looking for, it was the reaction higher here. Taking that into the consideration, I would look for some the possibility, taking the first upper candle here to look for the buying opportunity, meaning, let me try to explain that if we have this type of the price action, market is trying to go higher, higher, and suddenly we have a pullback. So it depends if we have a shadow to the downside or not. That's the really level where I'm interested to try to jump in. For me, as a intraday trader, day trader, it's easier to look for a small time frame, smaller time frame, like 5-minute chart, of course, having in mind what is going on a higher time frame, but I'm not chasing the market. I'm not going to try to trade here, here, here. I exactly know where I'm going to try to, based on this strategy, where I'm going to try to open the trade, okay? So in this particular example, I'm going to try to make it a little bit bigger. This particular candle over here, this rising candle, would be in my interest, right? So more or less, that would be the zone of my interest, okay? And as you can see, there you go. It was really that easy, okay? But of course, from the intraday perspective, I would be also interested of this high over here. In that case, why I'm showing this to you, again, it's not a holy grail, right? I would look for some kind of the price action. In that case, if I would blindly wait with the limit order, I would be filled and stopped out. But if I would spend a little bit more time looking at this price action, maybe, just, you know, maybe I wouldn't be forced here to trade the long side. Okay, the next one, as you can see, based on this particular price action, a second ago I've mentioned I would look what is going on here, right? But this one took out the high over here, okay? Boom, boom. Meaning that this particular low of that particular candle would be, in that particular strategy, my entry point. And again, looks like it would be quite okay. Now, let's have a look what we have at another top, okay? What would be my zone of interest to try to go short? That would be my zone of interest. Well, again, it would be quite nice. Of course, I'm trying to make it short and sweet. So meaning it's not a holy grail. You have to make hundreds of examples before you are going to risk real money. You have to be prepared for series of losses, okay? But you have to understand what you are looking for. So in that case, risk reward is very important. That's what I'm very often trying to tell you. Risk 1, reward 3 at least. Why? Because I have to be correct 30% of the time to be in a winning position and earning the money. Let's have a look what we have when it comes to another chart. Let's discuss dollar yen in that case, okay? So, what has happened? Well, we've seen some kind of the price action over here to the upside. Then the low would be my interest. Unfortunately, as you can see, it didn't materialize, okay? Market went higher. So what has happened here, it was from here, exactly from here, it was my another level to watch, okay? This particular rising candle, the low, the reaction to the upside, that was the support. What has happened? It was the possible to buy almost at deep, okay? Now, what about this high over here? Okay, that was my level of interest, but we didn't quite hit that level. The next candle just broke higher. Another very interesting thing, okay? And because that was the low of that candle, so this level was my level of interest. So maybe or maybe not, I've been stopped out here, but then I had another chance for 3 to 1 reward to risk again. So it's very important not to try to chase the market, trying to figure out what is going on, where the market wanna go, all right? You may want to try to filter out based on the higher time frame, okay? That could be the case. Well, no doubt about it. Now, trying to show you why it's not a holy grail. That was quite interesting supply zone over here. and because of this upper shadow over here, I would be probably filled for the short, but immediately I would be stopped out. Okay, so again, no Holy Grail, nothing is short here, just the how you are going to read the chart. So again, it's an introduction. We are going to get back into that. I strongly encourage you to do your own homework, do your own research before risking real money. And with that being said, wish you great next trading session. Try to buy the bottom, try to sell the high, the top, and try not to make over trading. Take care, goodbye, see you around.